over to Professor Pawan Sharma.
मैं बस अगली वेबिनार की लाइव कर रहा हूं। आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत आभार। We would like to welcome you all on Independent Research Ethics Society's AYUSH SAMRIDDHI International Conference Series. Actually, this is the sharing of knowledge platform, experience, and we say it Gyan Ganga. And due to your mentorship, guidance, and overwhelming support from last 4 years, we have been able to reach 1421 milestone, and for that we are celebrating Mushroom Day. Mushroom Day is also there. So top 10 powerful mushrooms, medicinal mushrooms are also there, very costly. Healthy mushrooms, nutritional mushrooms are also there. Those are also very costly. And now it is being trained to utilize mushrooms in our daily life. So I would like to welcome Dr. Sakat Kumar Vasu and Dr. Sutpa Sanyal Mukherjee Madam. I would like to communicate my regards to them and all experts on the dais, and would like to request Professor V.K. Agnihotri sir for brief preamble and invite Sutpaji.
Thank you, Professor Pawan Sharma ji. As you told that we missed this day a little earlier, it was a mushroom day. But whenever we are talking about mushroom, it has become a fashion to today's dishes, especially in the taste of youngsters. They are always mushroom के लिए दौड़ते हैं जाते हैं. लेकिन वो जो आजकल फॉर्म वाला आता है, पैकेट में मिल जाता है 10-20 रुपए का, वो कितना टेस्टी है, कितना प्रोटीन सत्व है, क्या है, अलग चीज है. But we should be very careful for the wild species of mushroom that sometime by mistake may be there in the form of the soup, etc. And that led to fatal effect also. We have got a very social close experience for that. So usually restaurant used to offer mushroom soup also, but one should be very careful. But as far as the medicinal use is concerned, we are going to learn a lot from our today's guest speakers about the mushroom, their varieties, their cost value, and also their healthy impression, and how it is nutritious to the body and also helpful for the body health. With these words, I again welcome Dr. Sagat Vasu ji, Dr. Supa Madam ji for all this presence there, and we are going to learn a lot from. With these words, I invite Dr. Sutapa Vardhan Madam to please be here and provide us some knowledge over the mushroom availability, uses, and benefits. Thank you, ma'am. Namaskar. Madam Sutapa ji is here.
I think I will not talk on mushrooms. It will be Dr. Supanya Sanyal Mukherjee. Like, I'm honored that I was compared with
you have tasted the recipe preparations of mushroom, so you can share your experiences.
So all that I can say is I am extremely fond of mushroom. So that's the only thing I can say.
तब तो बनता है, तब तो कुछ बताना बनता है.
No, it's actually like because my daughter is also a very good cook, so she's been preparing a lot of mushroom dishes. So and and we have been coming across so many varieties of mushrooms, so that's overwhelming. And mushroom is actually taking the shape of a new dimension of agriculture, a new dimension of food technology, a new dimension of doing an R&D with different menus. Like we can put mushroom in so many items and all. So that's the only thing I can ready-made. I am not a born talker like Dr. Basu. So
this is how you made your talk. This is how you made your talk. You make your remarks over the recipes of mushroom. That's it. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the encouragement. Thank you very much. Bye. Good luck.
So again, I think the ball goes to the court of Dr. Sagat Vasu ji, because he is all in all, and definitely he will provide us a lot of good information.
Definitely. I will provide. Thank you so much, Agnihotri ji and Sharma ji. What I will do, because I am basically a botanist, so I'm going to highlight about what actually mushroom is. Not many people know what mushroom is actually. So I'll explain what mushroom is. I'll give importance about it, and I will also, based on your said, I have worked extensively on this the deadly mushrooms. Like all mushrooms are not good, and there needs to be a discussion on this platform about that. And I have requested Suparna Sanelji, because she is a very leading anthropologist, to highlight about the the tribal use of or the ethnic tribal use of mushrooms, which not many of us know about. So she will be enriching us on that particular perspective. So thank you. As progressing on what mushroom is, traditionally, mushroom is studied in the discipline of botany. This has been a traditional botany subject. The study of mushroom is known as mycology. Mycos means fungus. So all mushrooms are a kind of a specific group of organisms which are called fungus, which is a single, or they are called, the plural form is called fungi. But now, based on latest research, although it is still taught traditionally under botany, but most researchers are indicating that it is a totally different form of life. Just like bacteria is a very different form of life. A bacteria we study bacteria, viruses, mycoplasmas, all under botany. We also study under zoology. We also study under medical sciences. Fungi is intricately associated with plants. There are many animal fungi, there are many plant fungi. But now the research trends are indicating that we need to study fungi, which includes mushrooms and various other fungi, as a group of organism, which is a specially separate group. It is neither animal nor plant. It is a special group of organisms which are either parasitic or saprophytic in nature. But nonetheless, what mushroom is a parasitic or saprophytic organism. Although studied under plant, they do not have any kind of a chlorophyll. So just like other plants, fungi do not manufacture their own food. They are dependent on other organisms for producing this. But why fungi is very important in our nature is because the very common fungi that you have seen, if you have read, left in your refrigerator, your bread or something like that, within a very short day, you will see, if you are not using your bread for a long time, there will be a white mycelial thread-like structures growing on your surface of your bread. After a few days, it turns black or it turns blue, depending on what species they are. They could be rhizopus, they could be mucor, they could be penicillium and various other saprophytic and other fungi. So mushroom is a group of fungi, a special group of fungi that belongs to a particular group called Polyporaceae, and their order is called Polyporales, and they come under a wide spectrum of color and shape. Mostly what the umbrella shaped structure that we see is what the mushroom look like, but there are various other mushrooms which are in and around that structure. They are either white, pale brown, simply brownish in color. You will see sometimes they are going from, if you are looking in the forest, they are sometimes going or surviving on the surface of dead litter, plant litter, or on cow dungs or animal poops and stuff that is left on the forest. They release their spores, and these spores germinate and they give rise to the next generation of fungi. They have a very different kind of a unique form of genetics and stuff. But this is where it is important to understand that mushroom is available in nature, and it's a special group of fungi which is specially belongs to Polyporaceae. But there are two distinct branches of mushroom. One is edible, that we are concerned and we are discussing, and the other is non-edible. The non-edible one is a potent source of very dangerous toxins. If you mix and match up with, as Dr. 3G said, about a wrong fungi, then you can get into serious trouble, and the serious trouble means death. Fungi can release toxins so fast into your bloodstream that before you could go to a doctor or for medical treatment, you are done. And entire family have died. And where these things are happening mostly in tribal areas. Particularly, when I was I started early my career. I was in Canada and US, but I had lots of reports coming particularly from the state of Meghalaya, Nagaland, these two northeastern states where there are lots of mushroom poisoning deaths. Why these mushroom poisoning deaths are happening? Most tribal communities down in Northeast India, they know their plant resources or animal resources, forest resources very well. They are very much intricately associated, related with their forest. So one of the first warning that I have for anyone who goes into the forest and has found a mushroom and he or she wants to eat it, first of all, I would say never, ever, ever eat You can take pictures, you can take samples if you are a trained botanist or a trained mycologist. But if you ever see a colorful mushroom, don't touch it, don't go close to it. They come in a wide spectrum of very beautiful color. If you look at them, you will be mesmerized. They can be orange, they can be deep red, they can be pinkish in color with designs and pattern. They are so beautiful in their coloration that you are mesmerized to look at these mushrooms. These are mushrooms, we call them, but we usually have a different term for them. We call them toadstools. These mushrooms are collectively called toadstool. They particularly belong to a particular species called Amanita and related others. They have many, many species. This is present all over the world. Any tropical, subtropical, temperate forest, you can get those mushrooms. They are spectacularly beautiful. But you will see, anytime you see a bird or a squirrel or a rat or a field rat or any animal is avoiding one particular species of mushroom, then you will be very well aware that this is poisonous. They know that this is poisonous, so birds will never come to them. Of all other small mammals that chew on mushrooms, they never come to colored mushrooms. So anywhere when you see a spectrum, beautifully colored, beautiful mushroom, don't use it for consumption because you are inviting danger. Mushrooms that we consume are usually white in color, pale white, off white, light brownish. But if you are really a mushroom consumer, if you love mushroom, then you should go to the mushroom farm or you to go to the commercial market and buy those packed mushroom. Whether they are nutritionally very rich or nutritionally less rich is a secondary question. First of all, they are safe. So you should buy your mushroom. If you are a mushroom lover, you want to eat mushroom, never take mushroom from stray vendors. Because if you take mushroom going into the village areas, into a tribal areas, you see beautiful mushrooms they are selling. Chances are that you are actually buying a poisonous mushroom. As soon as you boil them in your soup, these mushrooms, as soon as they come into the water, they will start releasing various toxins into the solutions. And if you consume them, it is even faster and potent than snake venom. You take it into your system directly, it gets into your stomach, and it spreads very, very fast into your entire system. There has been cases of entire family of 10, 15, 7, 8, all dead. Next morning, the villagers went and they found they are not responding. They opened the door. They see that the entire family is eating or having a meal. All of them have died. This was very common in Nagaland, Manipur, parts of Arunachal Pradesh, but particularly from the state of Meghalaya. I worked extensively with the local newspapers. Like I was in Canada, but I wrote several letters, several papers of how to identify them. Most papers across Northeast India published most of my reports. This was taken to the government. So there was the forest department released what you call circulars, educating people. And now one of my most important suggestion is that if you are buying mushroom in cities, there is no problem because you are buying from a store. These are commercial mushroom producers. This is adding to our economy. Mushroom production has become extremely popular. In your Shimla, there is a lot of mushroom production in Himachal Pradesh, particularly in Darjeeling and other areas. But also in other parts of West Bengal, wherever there is moisture and humidity, it is easy to produce mushroom. There are pal mushroom, oyster mushroom, and butter mushrooms and various other mushrooms that is usually commercially available. Even in Amazon, you will find most of the edible mushroom strains are being sold and people buy them. They can grow mushroom in their own home. Like it is very easy to cultivate. You need to have some basic fundamental training, but you can produce mushroom at your home if you have a dedicated room where you can have temperature control, rodent control, infection control. You can grow mushroom at your home once you establish your mushroom bed. But it is easy to buy them in the stores, superstores, shops. Always go for those packed mushrooms. Don't buy loose mushroom from the loose market because you are inviting danger. This being said, why mushroom is so important is because they're very rich in nutrients, protein content in mushroom. I was with Dr. Agnihotri was talking. Mostly they have a very high protein content. They are also rich in fiber and a lot of essential amino acids. Very, very important. For diabetic people, I think it is one of the very good diet. If you are eating the right kind of mushroom, and it is also being, some vegetarian people do not want to include or incorporate mushroom in their diet. In Western countries, they not only have cooked mushroom, like as in India, we use mushroom tikya, the roasted mushrooms, and all kinds of other tikka masala of mushroom, and all these dishes are available. But non-spicy dishes or even raw mushrooms are eaten with vegetables as salad in Western countries. That if you are there, there is broccoli, there is cabbage and other things, carrots and small tomatoes. Mushrooms are also from small baby mushrooms are included even in the salad. Or because it has very rich source of fiber, it's very good for people suffering from high cholesterol, diabetes and stuff, good for nutritional purposes. Most of the time you would get benefit out of it, but one has to be very restrictive that you use those mushroom. And the other aspect of mushroom are there are few species of medicinal mushrooms. Among these medicinal mushrooms, there are hallucinating mushrooms, which is very important for you to know. Hallucinating mushrooms are popular in our country. Hallucinating mushrooms are popular in South America, Africa, and other countries too, where various tribal communities, take those hallucinating mushrooms, either smell them or eat them, and then just like you are having impact of drugs, just like if you are taking alcohol, there is an induction of addiction to it. It has medicinal properties. Medicinal mushrooms are extremely expensive. They are very good in treatment, but not very easily available. Sometimes you get adulterated products because they are not commercially very successfully produced. But even in Western countries, even in India, those who harvest medicinal mushrooms from our forest as non-timber forest products, this has very high value in international markets, provided you know what mushrooms you are searching for. In Nepal, various medicinal mushrooms are collected and harvested in a way that they have pushed medicinal mushroom towards extinction. Many medicinal mushrooms are being harvested just like medicinal plants. They are over exploited, over harvested. They are not getting the chance to regenerate to the next generation, and they are being pushed towards extinction. Many of the medicinal mushrooms are also threatened. There is another group of mushroom that belonging to genus psilocybe. These are bioluminescent mushrooms. So mostly in South America, deep forests, if you go, you will find mushrooms that are glowing light. It is beautiful spectral. Many of these videos are available in YouTube if you are interested to look in, and you will find they are, but I also advise not anyone to try and eat them, because there has been reports of toxins found on those hallucinatory mushrooms, or toxins in the bioluminescent mushroom. If you look at them in the night, they glow light. It is spectacularly beautiful. There are many BBC programs of Richard Attenborough on bioluminescent fungi, bioluminescent mushrooms, which are available in various tropical countries, but these are not advisable to eat. So please restrict your diet to only to those vendors in sealed packet where they certify what kind of mushroom they are selling, and those are healthy. And it could be eaten raw. In India, most of us are not used to be taking mushroom as a raw salad product. We cook it just like we do chana paneer, aloo matar, etc. Various North Indian dishes are available on mushroom. You can consume like that. You can roast mushroom with a little sprinkle of various kind of spices like tandoor. You can also consume it like that. Wherever and however you are taking it, you are getting a nutritional supplement. It cleans your system. Those who are having constipation and stuff, mushroom, because it is rich in fiber, rich in water and other nutrients and stuff, it is good for stomach. But again, I have also seen people suffering from allergy from mushroom. So there may be some groups of people who are severely allergic to mushroom. If you are allergic to mushroom, I don't think it can be cured very easily. So it is better for you to avoid. Some people are allergic to nuts. Some people are allergic to milk. If you find that you are allergic to mushrooms, it causes skin rashes, or you are not feeling well, it's swelling of face and stuff, it is better to avoid. For those people, you may be mushroom intolerant. The chemicals present in the mushroom may not be compatible to your enzymatic system, so the whole body is showing reaction. So for people who are having skin rashes, infection and stuff, by consuming mushroom or by touching mushroom, they may have a mushroom insensitivity. It is better for them to avoid mushroom in their diet and incorporation, because it is not helping you. So this is a global industry now. As a part of an agriculture industry, mushroom culture is popular. Many unemployed youth sectors, the government of India has promoted mushroom cultivation in the rural sector. It has come up as a very significant cottage industries. But I think in India, more mushroom is produced than they are being able to sell it at the proper place, because there are restaurants, there are areas, because it is still there is a lot need for education and awareness development for mushroom, because there is a lot of negative thoughts about mushroom. Some people consider it to be semi non-vegetarian. Some people are afraid of whether we are mixing up with toxic ones or non-toxic ones. So under these circumstances, there is need for education and awareness about healthy mushrooms, good mushrooms, mushrooms that are edible. And it is a growing industry globally. India is also one of the top producers of mushroom in the world because of the varied agroclimatic conditions, particularly if you are low temperature areas, or where there is, or you are in areas where there is high humidity and stuff. Mushroom cultivation is successful. It is a cost effective process. Now new protocols have come in where your investment in mushroom production is low, and it is very, very good for your health. We should all incorporate some kind of mushroom in our diet, but particularly the prescribed ones, not stray vendors. You should never venture forest or take loose, buy loose, undetected, unknown species of mushroom. Even if I am confident that I know this species, when I go to the forest and stuff, I collect samples for my laboratory purposes and stuff, taking pictures, documentation for studies, but I never consume. Even if I know that this is safe, I do not want to take the risk, because some mushrooms sometimes may show a similarity with the toxic mushrooms, and without understanding if you are eating or consuming them, whether raw or cooked, you are inviting trouble. So with this, I hope I provided some insights into what mushrooms are. I strongly recommend, please go and eat mushroom. You made it a part of a regular diet. It is vegetarian. It's considered to be a plant product, or now people are saying it's a different group of organisms. So you are, if you do not have allergy related issues, you should consume mushroom. So with this, I conclude my lecture. Thanks for inviting me, and it has been a pleasure as always. I just for informing Pavanji, tomorrow I am not available, Pavanji. I have another meeting, but I am very interested honey, because bee conservation and bee research is a part of my area. Will it be okay?
तो
Will it
वीडियो
be
देना
okay
ना.
if I do a video and send it to you in
अरे
advance?
ग्रेट आपने मेरे मुंह की बात छीन ली यार.
नहीं, वो करना है कि
नहीं, आप इनके
tomorrow
हिसाब से कर लीजिए, एक दिन आगे पीछे, अगर ऐसा कुछ है. आप
नहीं, वो अपनी सीरीज नहीं है, नवीन की सीरीज है.
अच्छा. तो इसीलिए what I will do, I will send you a video. I will make a video. I will send it to you. There are some message about honey, about adulteration, and good honey and bad honey and those kind of things people should know. So I'll make a video out of it, and I will send you a 3-minute, 4-minute video where I will highlight the importance.
10 मिनट ले ना, 10 मिनट ले.
ठीक है. I'll make a professional video. I'll send it to you in advance. You can run the video because I will not be available tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much.
अच्छा, मेरी एक बात सुन लो. मेरी साइकोलॉजी में हमारे यहाँ इसका नाम है कुकुरमुत्ता. क्या?
अच्छा.
कुकुरमुत्ता. हमारे बचपन से हमारी साइकोलॉजी में, मेरी साइकोलॉजी में ठूंस के भर दिया गया है कि ये जहाँ कुत्ता पेशाब करता था वहीं उठता है. तो क्या ये फैक्ट है?
नहीं, एक्चुअली नहीं. अब कहाँ से इसका, वेयर डिड इट स्टार्ट, आई विल टेल यू. ये क्या है, ये जो मशरूम है ना, ये सैप्रोफिटिक है. ये अपने आप का फूड नहीं प्रिपेयर कर सकता है. तो व्हाट हैपेंस इज, जहां पर एनिमल का डंग, अगर काउ डंग है, बफेलो का डंग है, गोट का डंग है, जहां पर वो लोग पॉटी करते हैं, अगर उसके ऊपर फंगस का स्पोर आके गिरता है तो उसके ऊपर ये जर्मिनेट कर जाता है. ये फॉरेस्ट, इन केस ऑफ फॉरेस्ट, इन केस ऑफ वाइल्ड एरियाज. बट द वन दैट यू buy and the one that you eat, ये तो ऐसा है कि ये तो वेरी हाइजीनिकली, इसीलिए मैं फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स खाने के लिए मना करता हूं. आप जो कमर्शियल मशरूम प्रोडक्शन करता है वो खाइए. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है, डॉग्स जो होते हैं ना, उसका एक थ्रेट होता है कि वो, उसे लगता है कि कोई और डॉग अगर उसी एरिया से निकल के जाया है तो दे बिकम टेरिटोरियल. सो व्हाट दे डू, दे विल गो एंड यूरिनेट नॉट ओनली ऑन मशरूम, दे विल यूरिनेट ऑन योर कार टायर, दे विल यूरिनेट ऑन वेरियस काइंड्स ऑफ प्लांट्स. इट इज अ सेंट मार्किंग. दे आर वेरी टेरिटोरियल एनिमल्स. दे आर एक्चुअली, द मेल डॉग्स विल डू दैट particularly to alarm other dogs in the area. ये इलाका मेरा है, इसमें आप क्रॉस मत करो. तो इसीलिए ऐसा नेसेसरी नहीं है कि वो मशरूम के ऊपर पेशाब करता है, लेकिन ऐसा क्योंकि दिखा गया है.
पेशाब नहीं, जहां पेशाब करता है वहां मशरूम उगता है.
मशरूम क्योंकि यूरिन के अंदर आपको यूरिक एसिड वगैरह वगैरह मिलते हैं ना, ये तो दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ फर्टिलाइजर है ना. तो काऊ के यूरिन जहां पर होंगे उधर भी आपको मशरूम ग्रोथ दिखने को मिलेगा. दिस इज नेचुरल वाइल्ड मशरूम. लेकिन जो कल्टीवेट कर रहा है,
विश्वास मानिए सैकत जी,
हाँ,
पूरा परिवार खाता है, लेकिन मैं 61 ईयर्स की एज तक मशरूम टेस्ट नहीं कर पाया। क्यों? क्योंकि
इसी के
अपनी
कारण।
साइकोलॉजी के लिए,
हाँ
केवल
हाँ हाँ,
मैं जानता हूं नहीं है, लेकिन
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
साइकोलॉजी अच्छी है कि खाते समय वो कुकुड़ मुत्ता ना।
हाँ 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 हाँ, नहीं नहीं उसका आई आई
Yes,
टोटली, इसीलिए
yes.
हम, यू आर डूइंग द जॉब नाउ राइट, यू आर स्प्रेडिंग द एजुकेशन एंड अवेयरनेस फॉर अदर पीपल सो दैट नो एवरीवन नोज व्हिच मशरूम टू ईट एंड व्हिच मशरूम नॉट टू ईट। वाइल्ड मशरूम्स आर डेंजरस, यू शुड ऑलवेज अवॉइड
अच्छा,
वाइल्ड मशरूम।
अच्छा, दो बातें और पूछ रहा था आपसे।
हाँ हाँ पूछिए।
वर्ल्ड हीमोफीलिया डे पे आपने नाम दिया था कि मैडम ने?
मैडम का है, सुपर्णा जी का है,
उसके साथ
ये
और
उसका
कोई
एरिया है,
हमको
ये
मिल
उसका
सकते
एरिया
हैं?
है। मैडम विल बी मोर कंफर्टेबल ऑन दिस एरिया, ये मेरा एरिया नहीं है, सो शी विल स्पीक ऑन द हीमोफीलिया डे। हाँ
हाँ, तो मैं मैडम से एक करबद्ध प्रार्थना करना चाहता हूँ कि मैडम एक साथी और दे दें। कल 10 बजे हम हीमोफीलिया की वेबिनार करना चाहते हैं।
अच्छा ठीक है,
केवल एक
ठीक,
साथी।
ठीक है।
मैडम एक
मैं
साथी
भी
और।
मैं भी आई विल सर्च, और मैडम भी विल सर्च, जो जिसके भी पास एक और मिलता है आई विल कनेक्ट यू, नो प्रॉब्लम।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। गॉड ब्लेस
डॉक्टर
यू, गॉड
सैकट जी,
ब्लेस यू
हमारे
बोथ ऑफ।
हमारी हमारी तरफ से भी दो छोटी छोटी क्वेरी हैं।
हाँ हाँ,
एक, you have recommended that we should purchase the mushrooms, packed mushroom from the street vendors. Okay, so
कमर्शियल वेंडर्स, मतलब
commercial
स्ट्रीट
street,
में सेल करते
I
करते
mean
हैं, लेकिन
commercial
कोई
vendors.
कंपनी से आ रहा है,
But
कोई
our query
मैन्युफैक्चरिंग
is,
कंपनी होना
yeah,
चाहिए।
our query is that is there any expiry date, और जिस दिन पैकेज हुआ था उसमें भी मुश्किल है कि वो कब बेचने आ रहे हैं, कब उनका पड़ा फ्रिज में डाला हुआ है।
डेफिनेटली।
That is very important.
हाँ
How
हाँ
fresh we should purchase?
हाँ,
How fresh we should?
आई वुड से वो हार्वेस्ट करके ही जब मार्केट में आ जाता है, आप उसको देखेंगे कि उसके ऊपर कोई क्रिस्प मार्क नहीं हो रहा है। जैसे जैसे हम आप हमारे फोरहेड के ऊपर देखिए, जैसे हम ऐसे कर रहे हैं ना, उसमें क्रिस्प आ रहा है ना, लाइक यू कैन सी
Wrinkle.
लाइंस ऑन माय फोरहेड।
अच्छा,
जब ही जो फ्रेश मशरूम है उसके अंदर हाई मॉइस्चर कंटेंट होता है, सो जब ही आप देखिएगा उसके ऊपर ऐसे क्रिस्प नहीं होना चाहिए। जो मशरूम पुराना हो रहा है उसके ऊपर उसके वाटर मॉइस्चर कम होते जा रहा है, तो जैसे हमारे फोरहेड के अंदर जैसे ऐसे क्रिस्प मार्क आ रहे
झुर्री,
हैं,
झुर्री
अगर आप
कहते हैं
वो
उसको,
देखें
झुर्री।
तो आप अवॉइड करें, लेकिन वो
I
पॉइजनस
think
नहीं।
yes, I think it is 24 hours to 48 hours.
24
उनके
आवर्स टू
उनके
48
वो
आवर्स आप
ये वो
आप
पैक
उसे
लाते हैं ना,
लेकर
तो
फ्रिज में
उसमें,
रख सकते हैं।
हाँ, नहीं
आप
ब्रेड की
आपके
तरह,
फ्रीजर में उसे स्टोर कर सकते
राइट
हैं।
राइट, नहीं जैसे ब्रेड में तो डेट लिखी होती है, टाइम तक लिखा होता है किस दिन पैक
हाँ
हुआ
हाँ,
है, इसमें वो
मशरूम में भी
जनरली
होना चाहिए,
होना
लेकिन
चाहिए। यहाँ
लेकिन
डायरेक्ट
नहीं लिखते हैं।
बिल्कुल प्लेन पैकेट बनाते हैं व्हाइट। एक चीज, दूसरी चीज जो आपने बताई, जो डॉक्टर साहब प्रोफेसर पवन शर्मा जी कर रहे थे, एक्चुअली क्या है, जैसे कंट्री साइड में, रोड साइड में पुराने जो लकड़ी के टुकड़े या टिम्बर्स पड़े
यस
होते हैं,
यस यस
उनमें
यस
जो
यस यस।
दराज होती है वहां से उगते थे, और कई बार कहते थे कि बिल्ली की पोटी, कैट्स की पोटी से भी वहां पर हो जाता है, तो उससे उगते हैं। लेकिन आज ये ईडियम बन गया है, जैसे कि इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज और आयुर्वेदिक कॉलेज, कुकुर मुत्ते ग्रोथ हो गई है, एक ईडियम बन
हाँ
गया है,
हाँ,
इट्स मशरूम
ये
ग्रोथ, मशरूम
ये
ग्रोथ हो
ह्यूमन
गई।
पॉटी भी अगर आप ओपन डिफिकेशन करते
हाँ,
हैं, उसके ऊपर भी मशरूम ग्रो करेंगे। मशरूम का क्या है, उसके स्पोर्स, उसके जो सीड हवा
राइट,
में उड़ के जहां पर भी जाएगा, जहां पर भी उसे नाइट्रोजन मिलेगा, क्योंकि पॉटी में यूरिन में उसके नाइट्रोजन मिलता है ना, दे आर गुड सोर्स ऑफ नाइट्रेट्स, तो जहां पर भी उसे नाइट्रेट्स मिलेगा उसके ऊपर वो जर्मिनेट कर जाएगा, और फिर
it
उसके ऊपर आप मशरूम देख पाएंगे।
it generates automatically, just like
इट
the
जनरेट ऑटोमेटिकली।
nectar in abundance. So goes the case with the today's institutes and universities. Third one, which I was talking about, it was not only a close social relation. She was my wife itself. When she was offered with one of the my daughter's friend's mother in her restaurant that is there in front of my road, invitation in, just for a casual sitting, she was offered with this mushroom soup. And by the time she reached here, home back, she was feeling vomiting, and she vomited out. And I think throughout night or within 1 hour, as you told, that it is difficult to even consult the doctor. We phoned to our family doctor, Dr. PC Malse sir, and he told that you just give a lot of saline water to vomit out, because it has not long time passed. So within it is here there in stomach, it will be back passed out. So it was
मैं मेरे